Once upon a time, in a land of chaos, there was a princess called Ophelia. She was a prankster causing chaos to her castle, and she had always been a clown. She was no ordinary princess. Her castle was very colourful and messy. Paint splashes covered the walls, ribbons hung from the chandeliers, and the royal hallway floor sometimes squeaked because Ophelia had once filled the cracks with jelly just to see what would happen. The royal cooks never knew when a pie might suddenly honk like a trumpet or when a teapot might pour out rainbow-coloured tea instead of the usual brew. The king and queen loved their daughter very much, but the castle staff often sighed and said, "What will Ophelia do next?" One morning, Ophelia woke up with a brilliant idea. "Today," she announced, "to get a pet goose, Sir honks a lot. The whole kingdom needs a laugh." So she tiptoed through the castle halls, wearing enormous purple slippers and a crown made of paper stars. She tied bells to the doors so they jingled when people opened them. She placed whoopee cushions on the throne chairs. She even trained Sir Honks-a-Lot to march into the royal court wearing a tiny cape. Soon, the castle echoed with giggles. The guards tried to stay serious, but one slipped on a banana peel Ophelia had accidentally left behind and slid all the way across the marble floor. Even the grumpy royal librarian laughed when the book popped open and released a puff of glitter. But that afternoon, something unexpected happened. A messenger arrived with gloomy news. The nearby village had become very quiet and sad. A long week of rain had kept everyone indoors, and no one felt like smiling anymore. Ophelia tapped her chin. "Aha," she said. "This is a job for Princess Prankster." She packed a wagon with silly hats, juggling balls, rubber chickens, bright paints, and musical pots and pans. Sir Honks-a-Lot hopped beside her as she rolled into the village square. At first, the villagers looked confused, but then Ophelia began juggling apples while standing on a barrel. She told silly jokes, painted smiling suns on grey stones, and led a parade where everyone marched while quacking like ducks. Little by little, the frowns turned into smiles. The square filled with laughter, music, and dancing. By sunset, the rain clouds had drifted away, and the whole village glowed with happiness. When Ophelia returned to her colourful, messy castle, the king smiled proudly. "My dear," he said, "perhaps all your silly tricks have a very important purpose." Ophelia grinned and balanced the royal crown on her nose. "Of course," she said, "every kingdom needs a little chaos and a lot of laughter." And from that day on, whenever the land felt gloomy, Princess Ophelia would appear with a honking goose, a pocket full of jokes, and just the right amount of royal mischief. And they all went to bed that night smiling. The end.